Hello everybody and welcome back to the Mighty Seagull. We're back with more Kerbal Space Program, but it is not the usual series. This is not how to make a plane, as you can probably tell by the title and or playlist that this is in. Today, or in this series, we're going to be landing on, I think, every planet. Yeah, sure, okay, every planet we're gonna land on. And yeah, I started off making this thing. I kind of had an idea of what I wanted it to look like, but yeah, other than that, it was pretty much just see what looks good, see what works well, and yeah, it's pretty much all of my creations in KSP though. So but yeah, here you see we've got what's that, 5 small fuel tanks, 4 medium-sized RCS tanks, and 1 big fuel tank with a Mark 1 land can for 1 person, which obviously is going to be Jebediah. And okay, so that's the landing gear, and we put the ladders on so he can get out and everything. But yeah, this video is basically going to be designing it, testing it, failing, testing it again, failing, designing it some more, failing, testing it, failing, finally getting it into successful orbit, and then next episode we will refuel it in space so we can, well, I don't know how I'm going to do it really, because I only put, well, spoilers, in the end I only put 1 docking port on, and that was right at the top where I've just put that aerodynamic nose cone. So yeah, I don't really know if I can fit any more engines on, but I've got a large white fuel tank, so twice the size of the big one that I've got on at the moment. I get rid of all those generators because they're just terrible. I don't think I actually have any generators on in the end, but yeah, I have 2, well, pretty much 4 times the big fuel tanks that I got at the moment, and then one of the massive orange fuel tanks, and that's going to be my transfer stage up to I think it's Duna. I send this one. I'm gonna send this one too. But yeah, it's going to be fun. Going to be a challenge. And here I've messed up some of the placements of my Communitron 16s, is it? The aerial ones, the Sputnik style leg things. That's what I only really use them for. But yeah, I'm making a triangle out of them. So obviously triangles increase the range of your spacecraft's stuff and everything. You may have noticed a couple of minutes ago, well, about a minute ago, a jump in the editing. And that's because I was in a Skype call with Harvey from, I don't know what his channel is at the moment, I'll go check. But yeah, I was in a Skype call with him, and I told him I was in game, and every time he called it tabbed me out, so he was being a little bit of a knob and calling me and then hanging up and then calling me again, and then hanging up again and then calling again, and so on. Right, so here's from the Nebula Chronicles. I think, yeah, that makes sense. And oh yeah, the music in the background at the moment is Approaching Nirvana's Illusions continuous instrumental mix. There is a link to it in the description, and you see the guys that approach Nirvana are really cool because they let people use their music in gaming videos as long as you leave a link in the description and you've purchased it legally, which I have. So yeah, no, that's pretty cool. I think Monster Cat are doing that too now, so you might hear some Monster Cat in the future, like you were meant to in one of the Skyblock episodes. But yeah, now I've got, this is going to be my lander stage, really. Got 2 engines on to actually make the landing and everything. I don't know what the gravity on Duna is like, and also there's a slight problem with this because the engines actually come down further than the landing legs. Yeah, so I got to detach them before I hit the floor. I don't think I fixed that, actually. That's not a good thing. Well. Yeah, now I'm putting some RCS on, so if I do happen to fall over and the gravity isn't too strong, I can just flip myself over onto my feet. Well, yeah, I guess they are feet, right? And more testing of just seeing how much it weighs. We're currently at 2.5 times normal speed, I think. And that's my transfer stage. That's pretty much what's gonna get me into Duna orbit and everything. I wasn't sure what to call it, so I exit to the Space Center, go over to the tracking station, and see which one I'm gonna go to. I check out the closest one, which is Eve. I heard that was quite difficult, and I've been to Duna before, so I'm gonna go to there. I think Duna is like the Mars of Kerbal Space Program. Yeah, call it Duna line there, right there. Yeah, Duna's like the Mars of the Kerbal Space Program. It's not Kerbal Solar System. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Mars, which is pretty cool. I've always wanted to go to Mars. And now I'm using these flat decouplers, which are nice because they're quite powerful, but they're really close to the thing, to the, like, they're short, they don't stick out like the radial decoupler ones, the ones that stick out. I don't know how to describe them, and I don't know what they're called. But yeah, basically it makes it really difficult for me to put struts and stuff between everything. But I mean, it makes it more compact. Doesn't make it stronger though, which is annoying. Yeah, look, here I have some difficulty putting the fuel wire cable thing, tube, I guess that's what it would be, on in the middle. And eventually I get it, luckily. Well, this is going to be a decent episode, I hope. Maybe. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on in this video. I mean, can't really think of anything else. It's well, I mean, it's a rocket. I'm building a rocket, which I haven't done in quite a while. As I said in the first Kerbal Space Program, in the first Make a Plane video, I've completely forgotten how to make rockets. Basically. No, thank you. But yeah, basically that's it. And yeah, what I've done here is I've done something called asparagus staging, which is when like one pair of fuel tanks comes off when it's empty, and they basically will feed to like the next one, and they run out in order. You'll see what I mean. But yeah, it's very efficient because you get rid of excess weight very quickly.
I am who I say I am.
Like as soon as it's got excess weight, you get rid of it. Or you should do. And I messed up the symmetry on that. We're not even halfway. But essentially, what we've got here is going to be my rocket. The only thing we got to change is take the nose cone off and put a docking port on. I think I tried to put some more RCS on. Yeah, like that. I just dropped the fuel tanks when they ran out, and they're all feeding to each other, which are all feeding to the center one. so the center one runs out last, basically, even though they all got the same amount of fuel. But yeah, I tried to put more RCS on, and I put it on in the monopropellant tanks, the kind of sort of rounded cylindrical ones. You know, the new ones that have been added, the radial ones. But it doesn't really work because there's a ladder in the way, or a door or something, and so I only put them on one side, and it makes the rocket really difficult to control. So I take them off, and that's when we get into orbit. Spoilers again, sorry. Oh, someone's Skyping me. If you checked your Skype just then, lucky you. Oh god. People messaging me and stuff. So what's going on now in the video? Yep, trying to circularize my orbit. And yeah, I don't know if I've got enough. Jesus Christ. Alright, yep. Do not disturb. No one will ever see or hear from me until I remember to turn that off, which is probably in about a week, when I gotta do this all again. But yeah, there's me trying to get into a nice circular orbit. I think I can actually get into one quite nicely. And then I think, I've actually got a little bit too much, or not enough fuel. So I have to take it down, and then my plan is just to leave them on Duna. I'm not going to take them back. I mean, I could, but that would involve me doing the whole thing again, because it is pre-recorded and everything. And there goes the docking port. So, put the docking port on. I've already taken off the monopropellant tanks, I think. I wasn't really paying attention, I was ignoring people on Skype. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Jeez Christ, the amount of times I've said that's pretty much it in this episode. If you comment how many times I said, I forgot what I was saying. If you comment the number of the amount of times that I've said, no wait, here are the monopropellant tanks. Oh my bad. Yeah, see I put them on one side only. And I tried to balance it out at the top, then realised that there isn't any room on that side and still want more. So yeah, I put them all on over there, on that side pretty much. And I checked the centre of mass, because I'm like, oh, it's probably offset, and I'm like, oh, it's not too bad. But it is, it's really bad, it's horrible. And I'm going to launch it, and you're going to see the monstrosity that it becomes. Look at this, it's like leaning over and stuff, I think, maybe. No, it's when I start turning, that's when the problems arise. I guess both words would fit. But anyway, I chose my word and I said it wrong anyway. Shame on me. Isn't my music beautiful? Yep, and this is when it goes wrong. Yeah. I can't actually see much because I'm watching it in a God knows how big window. It's much smaller than my hand. it's about as big as, oh no, smaller than my clenched fist, so I can't really see much. Don't really know like what I've done so far, seeing as I ignored it for 5 minutes. Well, yeah, this is fun, I guess. Watching me play video games and stuff. Well, I don't know how other people do this. Speaking of other people, you guys should totally go and check out Hot Gaming. There will be a link to his channel in the description. He is a amazing Kerbal Space Program dude, guy thing, and he's just like, brilliant. He does so many things so well. Like there's he had a series called That's No Moon Base, which is a pretty awesome name for a series, where basically he'd take user submitted spacecraft and put them on the moon in a base. And he had like a couple of rovers, a hangar, a beacon, some houses, or a habitat module. It was really awesome. He's also got a test pilot where he takes, again, user submitted ships and stuff and flies them about, or drives them. They're usually like planes or rovers, and sometimes even boats. And yep, something broke there. But yeah, that's not meant to happen. So to fix that, I get these tiny little blocks and put them there, and then I tape them up with magic and stuff. And then I realised that those actually didn't stick to it. So yeah, there we go. That's it. It shouldn't break anymore. And I think this is the time that I get it into orbit. Spoiler alert again. Wow, I'm really bad at this. I'm so sorry. When I'm doing Kerbal Space Program, I usually like to listen to music, and obviously it's a single player game, so I can't really be like, well, people can't watch me play it very well really unless I start streaming or screen sharing on Skype, but that doesn't really work very well because I have to put it into windowed mode and that lags. But yeah, here we go. We're getting our apoapsis up to whatever it needs to be, which is 90, I think. Set it for 90. And yeah, then I get into a orbit of about 88 to 89 kilometers. Yes, I was about to say meters then. And I spent ages doing this because it's very sensitive, and all of a sudden the apoapsis and periapsis will just switch place, and eventually I think I just decide, yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh my god, I said it again. How many times is that? Like 50? Why do I feel like the music is going to stop soon? Oh god, it is. It fades out and then just disappears. Well yeah, basically I don't know what's going on now. I paused the game for some reason. Oh yeah, that was probably the part where I was in hysterics. God. People I was talking to yesterday, that was just hilarious. Well, yeah, basically what? Jesus Christ. Okay, that's been it from me, Sky. I will see you all next time. Good day.